Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5:30.
More people around the valley are now dying from drug overdoses than car accidents or even firearms, based on numbers from UND's forensic lab. Thanks for joining us tonight. We've uncovered new alarming statistics in connection with a story we first reported yesterday. That was regarding more than North Dakota's dying from heroin. Valley News Team's Neil Carlson talks to UND's Forensic Center.
If you live in eastern North Dakota or western Minnesota and die from a suspicious cause or crime, it's likely your last trip will be here to UND's Forensic Pathology Lab for an autopsy. Dr. Marianne Sens continues to see a rising number of deaths connected to or because of painkillers and drugs like heroin.
Both prescription drug abuse as well as illicit opiates such as illicit fentanyl and heroin are going up, and they have been going up, when you say, Bob, for the last 4 to 5 years.
The increase in heroin in this area has gone up 200%, or at least 100% in the last 2 years. So that's a huge increase.
We've all seen the shocking images of terrible car accidents, like the one that killed 2 Moorhead brothers near Dalton last June. But the drug overdose numbers are now even worse. Dr. Sen says the latest numbers available from 2014 show that drugs, not car accidents, are the main killer of people from eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota who passed through their lab.
Last year was the first year drug deaths exceeded traffic fatalities. I hope that's not the case this year, but I suspect it will be.
Probably.
Here's a look at the cold, hard numbers. They performed autopsies on 51 people from around the valley who died from drug overdoses, 46 people from car accidents, and 45 people who died from firearms. And the experts say victims of drug overdoses are from all levels of society, folks who live just down the street from you and me and may have wound up with an addiction to painkillers. In Grand Forks, Neil Carlson, Valley News Live.
Dr. Sens tells us there are now several committees working on legislation to better monitor prescription painkillers. And Sheriff Robert Rost says if you have any unused medications in your home, you should get rid of them at a community drop site. He says keeping those unused drugs in your home makes you a target for crime. Race continues to be a topic of discussion on social media, both locally and nationally, especially when it comes to crime. Last year, we requested a breakdown of crimes by race from the Fargo Police Department. Police Chief David Todd just recently gave us 2 separate reports for our request. Coming up on Valley News Live at 6, I will break those numbers down just for you. We were really getting into the warm weather and even melting, and then the wind got in the way. So when will it die down? Meteorologist Robert Hahn is standing by with the answer. Robert?
Yeah, those winds are slowly dying down, but still breezy across the region, and they'll continue to slowly subside as we head through the rest of the evening and through the overnight hours tomorrow. It looks like some light winds across the region. Right now, still some mild temperatures, fairly uniform temperatures, mid to upper 30, 37, a very common number here in Fargo, Grand Forks, Wahpeton, Sisseton, and pretty much the entire southwestern viewing area. 34 over in Bemidji, also 34 in Roseau. Again, those winds still breezy to windy at times out there, and they'll continue to slowly subside, as I mentioned, as we head through the rest of the evening. Those winds are taking the edge off of those mild temperatures. Wind chills mostly into the 20s, however, 30 down into the Sisseton area. As we take a look at the cloud cover, we'll continue to see some variable clouds as we head through the rest of the evening. We'll also see a few rain showers, possibly mixing with or changing over to snow over in parts of Minnesota, not going to amount to very much at all. As we head through the rest of the evening here in Fargo, some breezy conditions. You want to grab a jacket or coat as you head out the door, with temperatures steady into the mid-30s as we head through the next few hours. Could see a few flakes of snow overnight. More on that and more on the look at the weekend forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
But still very gusty.
Yeah, gusty for the next few hours.
Okay, thanks, Robert. Well, a Fargo man wants others to learn from his mistake, saying don't sign anything unless you know exactly what you're doing. He called our Whistleblower Hotline saying he went into Massage Envy for one massage and wound up with a membership, one that he says he can't even cancel. Valley News Team's Nicole Johnson investigates.
I just went in there with a coupon. Now all of a sudden, I'm a member.
Scott Reese went into Massage Envy in Fargo back in November because he had a coupon.
Because I was just looking for one single massage, leave, I'll be all right.
It wasn't until this week he realized something was off. He was going through his bank statements and noticed a $60 charge in December and another in January.
Immediately, I went to Massage Envy and I asked what was going on. And they're like, well, you're a member. And it's like, no, I'm not.
Reese admits to signing paperwork he didn't read and giving his debit card to the cashier. But he says he feels misled.
And the only way I can cancel out of it is if I live 25 miles away, a doctor's note, or if I'm dead.
Online reviews nationwide show some customers feel misled too, adding the membership contracts are absurd and the cancellation policies are terrible. Although other members who've reviewed Massage Envy gave them a good rating, saying they have good massages and excellent facilities. For Scott, he wants others to take note of his mistake.
Make sure you know what you're getting yourself into.
Whether you're getting a massage or buying anything that requires signing papers or giving up your information, read everything and ask questions if you don't understand. Don't just sign on the dotted line. Nicole Johnson, Valley News Live.
We paid a visit to the local Massage Envy. They couldn't comment. We then spoke on the phone with the corporate office, who said they would send a statement, but we still haven't heard from them yet. We investigated the story after Scott called our whistleblower hotline. If you need help with something in your community, call 701-237-6576 and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will go to work to expose the truth. A Grand Forks man will spend 12 years in prison for his role in a drug ring that led to the death of a teenager. Joshua Fulp will also have to serve 3 years supervised release and pay more than $17,000 in restitution. Authorities say Fulp and several others began receiving shipments of fentanyl from Oregon in January of 2014. An investigation started a year later after the overdose death of 18-year-old Bailey Hinkey of Grand Forks. 2 others from Grand Forks were also sentenced this week. David Noy Jr. and Con Schwant both got 3.5 years in prison with 3 years of supervised release. In tonight's schemes and ripoffs, the Fargo Fire Department is warning the public about a phone scam. The callers claim they're with the Fargo Fire Department and ask for donations, claiming the money will be used for fire victims and equipment. The Fargo Fire Department says they do not participate in phone solicitations or endorse any groups to make these calls. If you get a call like this, you're asked to contact the Consumer Protection Division of the Attorney General's office. The number on your screen. The number's on your screen. While hunting season is months away, the time to get certified is now. Any hunter needing to meet certification for the 2016 season needs to plan on taking a hunter education class. Doug Lear with the North Dakota Game and Fish Department says it's important to plan ahead.
We really try to stress upon people in everything, whether it's fishing or hunting, but hunting specifically now, is you've got to plan ahead. You just have to plan ahead. You're going to be disappointed if you don't.
The classes run from January to June, but a majority are held the first few months of the year and can fill up fast. You can register for classes online at the North Dakota Game and Fish Department's website. State law requires anyone born after December 31st, 1961 to pass a certified hunter education course to hunt in the state. Many people have at least a little anxiety getting in front of a group and telling their life story. Well, imagining doing it in a foreign language and one you were just learning. That's exactly what 20 South high school students did today. They are members of a unique class at South. All are new to this country and learning the English language. What better way to do it than to write about it in their own personal experience coming here to the U.S. Some of the stories are harrowing, some funny, all of them interesting. And learning to read, write, and speak in this new language is, like it probably would be for most of us, quite challenging at times.
When I wrote that story, every day she correct. I have to get like a lot of wrong and stuff like that. But I got some people from NDSU, they help me every day. Then I was the first one to finish my story in the whole class. I was so excited.
The students not only got help from Leah Julke, who developed the program, but from grad students from NDSU and members of the community. We spend 1/3 of our lives asleep, so how can you make sure you're getting the best rest out there? Sleep specialists say things like a comfortable mattress and pillow can make you sleep better at night. Studies suggest finding an orthopedic pillow that supports your head and follows the curve of your neck will help. Doctors say this will take the pressure off the cervical spine.
And when you do that, that is going to decrease the stress on these muscles, and that is going to help with getting a better quality of sleep.
Doctors have other suggestions to help you sleep better. Don't exercise before bed, keep your bedroom dark and quiet, and stop taking caffeine products 8 hours before bedtime.